Hi guys. Oh, sorry. Quick one on this boiler. And we fired it up yesterday and everything worked out pretty good. While I'm out here, I'll show you. This is the old style concentric vent, which they use adhesives on. So we had bought them, we didn't know. You know, things and codes are changing all the time. So this is the new and improved concentric. No adhesives. And then what we did was set our that's our outdoor temperature sensor. So we had just mounted it on that for now, but eventually you see where this face plate is. That's actually the finish of our exterior siding. So it comes out another 6 inches. Anyways, you can see the boiler. It's not in its highest temperature setting right now. It's just the boiler has all kinds of efficiency settings on it, and that's just heating one zone of heat right now. So the nice thing about that boiler is it has a 15-to-1 turn down ratio. So depending upon what it needs to do, it adjusts so it's efficient. And if you could hear the gas is just trickling through the meter. And that's a good thing because it's not using a lot of gas to fire. You know, usually when you hear a boiler firing, that meter, you'll hear it hissing, but that meter's just trickling. Okay, so yesterday we just wanted to get some heat going. So we had I got Angie with me, by the way. She's just in my arms, but so we had our loops coming down. We use PEX coming down from the runs because they're such long runs that it's not cost effective to try to copper it all. So that's 3/4 inch. That's special PEX just for heating. So you see a couple of them we didn't even hook up. That's the radiant floor zone. We'll be hooking that up soon. And we did hook up 2 zones so far. That zone there is just whipped up there fast and hooked up there quick, just so we had heat. So it's eventually all this will be concealed below the 2x4 strapping, and it'll be a finished ceiling here, so you won't see any of this. But we hooked up the hot water heater, and that's at its that's all set. And now you can see the Navion zone control operating the pumps. And that's just a little display that shows you what's happening. So you can see now zone 2 is on right now. And that's 62 degrees. That's just the indoor temperature sensor. That's sensing indoor temperature. And in this boiler space. You can see this is the kitchen zone 2 running. And there's your Takeo LED function light telling you that's running. And then you can see there's your boiler circulator, and that's running. And then you have your visual on your pressure gauge, which we have it set to about, I don't know, 18 pounds or so. And now we're down, while I'm down here, I'll show you, there's our condensate. We decided to pick it up off the ground. You see a little bit of water down there. That's because that's when we were purging the zones yesterday. We had purged any zone we had hooked up, we purged, so we don't have the air in the system. So, but then that's just regular 1/2-inch PVC that we had just ran across over here, and it comes up. And we put a union so we can clean that trap every now and then. But that trap stops the combustion from coming into the space. So there's water in there, and then this boiler is always condensating water. And what happens is it goes through that pH neutralizer and brings the pH down in the water. You want to get down, Angie? And then that float lifts up when the water level gets high. And what it does is just for now, it's pumping it. It's got a check valve too. It's pumping it. We just stuck it outside for now. Eventually, we're going to pump it into a standpipe. But for now, it's just going outside so we have heat. So we're still doing a little bit of programming with the boiler because there's a couple of different options we could choose as far as how it heats the zones. But there's your visual display of what's happening now. You can see it says space heating is on, domestic hot water is off, and then that's your temperature, 163 of the water. That's your outside temperature, 30 degrees, and there's your water pressure, 19.4. So, and this pipe is warm to the touch. There's exhaust going out there. We located this is a port to test the combustion of the boiler. You can just set the probe in there. Navion has one underneath right here. But it's easy just to go there. There's your makeup air. That's just regular 2-inch, and that just follows that exhaust pipe. This one's rising 3/8 per foot. And then that one there is set just level, the exhaust. But you notice we come off the wall because we have to get the zone pipes for the other boiler up through there. Just like here. Alright guys, that's how we're doing now. I mean, we're just installing a thermostat, programmable thermostat up in the bath zone, and then we're going to fire up this zone too. And then there's your service panel, sub panel. And we even tied in a couple of the basement light and outlet zones in there, circuits. There's a surge protector we have put on there. And that's pretty neat to have in case something happens, because we do have lightning up here on the coast, and it just hooks up to a 2-pole 50-amp breaker, protects the panel in the electrical system from any surges. So here's our permanent circuits we had labeled, and these other ones are just temporaries for now, because we're going to end up taking all these temporaries out of here when it comes time to do the finished ceiling. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. That's all that's going on now. We got the boiler fired. It's fired really nice. It's a nice way to heat your home if you're thinking about heating systems. Hydronic is very nice because you can break your spaces up. You know, typically back in the day you would have by the floor. Now if you want, you can have it by the space. You can break it up by the room if you want, and you can have thermostats in each room, and it just makes for a more comfortable home, because not everyone likes the temperature the same, and you don't like it the same in every space. So, you know, in the bedroom, you know, at night you may want to turn the temperature down in the bedroom area. And in the bath, you have a programmable thermostat. You can have that bathroom all warm and set for when you go in there in the morning or at night. Say your kitchen, which is kitchen, living, and dining. This one here, you could set that zone what you want when you're there, but at night, you could have it turn right down. And it just is an efficient way to heat your home, and it's a comfortable way to heat your home. So, Hydronic. It's although you're using natural gas, this type of boiler makes the efficiency worth it. So, and you're not throwing a lot of temperature out of a flue, where the old boilers would be throwing out everything out of there, 600-700 degrees of temperature. This is not even 100, maybe. It feels like 100, but let me see. 101, 103, and that's good savings. Alright, you guys, that's it. I was just sharing a couple things. We're gonna keep going, and as we do more stuff, we'll share more things. Alright, take it easy. Enjoy the weekend. Say bye, Ange.